The heat and humidity of South Louisiana provide a familiar backdrop this afternoon as Louisiana opens the 2026 season against FCS Southeast, aka Lamar. With mostly clear skies and temperatures soaring to around 96 degrees, the Ragin' Cajuns look to begin a new campaign after a 6-7 season that ended with a hard-fought 20-13 loss to Delaware in the 68 Ventures Bowl. Louisiana brings back some of the Sun Belt's top talent, including preseason first-team All-Sun Belt sophomore cornerback Brent Gordon Jr., one of the conference's rising defensive stars. On offense, preseason second-team All-Sun Belt junior wide receiver Shelton Sampson Jr. gives the Cajuns a proven playmaker capable of stretching the field and changing a game with one touch. Lamar/FCS Southeast would love to leave Lafayette with a signature victory, but Louisiana knows today's focus is on setting the tone for the season ahead. The crowd is filling Cajun Field, and the Ragin' Cajuns are ready to get 2026 underway. It's FCS Southeast/Lamar taking on the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns coming up next.
Deep in the bayou, welcome to Cajun Field in Lafayette. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Condors and the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. He is so thrilled with how they've been running the ball lately. The rushing offense in the top 10, but they are facing one of the toughest teams to run against in the country, a top 10 rushing defense. This is strength on strength. Should be a great battle today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Condors offense to go on the attack first. And here comes the sophomore running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. The give to the left side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. To throw, it's right. That's caught. It's Perkins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Condors are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And it'll be the Condors with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's right. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. A methodical, relentless, somewhat demoralizing opening drive for the defense as they've just moved the ball down the field. Now it's 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Condors, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the left side. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Well, this offense is one of the 25 best in the nation on 3rd down. That time they try to run it, but give the defense credit. Physical at the point of attack, they're able to get the stop, now setting up 4th.
And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, 1st drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Raging Cajuns offense will now get its first chance with the football. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay.
He's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Winfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Running the option, it's right. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It's 3rd and 5. Trying play action. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run the option. The option, the keeper. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it on the option. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's right. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Reagan. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Raging Cajuns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to make magic with his... There he goes! Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Sampson. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires on the move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. The run to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Leaves it with the back. Got a little grass. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Good enough for first down.
Motion from the wideout. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The option look. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Breaks into the open. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 3rd and 4. The give on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And it'll be the Condors look to keep this drive humming. Keeps it on 1st down. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to the ground game on the left. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Back to pass, it's right. He's got it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Condors go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Look out, he's got room. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. They've been really good moving the chains on third down. Now 1 yard away from another first down in this drive. He stopped again, and they tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had zero success. It's fourth down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Got room at the 35. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And the Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, it's Winfield. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. On the run, still looking. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll go to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. The lead is down to a field goal. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's right. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Bears, sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Cajun Field. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
And it'll be the Condors who will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. It might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go.
Finding some room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Snags it and he's open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and time.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. On the ground. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. They believe they can run right here. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. On the option. Quarterback keep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking to throw, it's right. Under fire. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. The Condors come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football now.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And he'll be brought down. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cajuns! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There's a crease. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the option, it's right. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. Quick spin on the run. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The give on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. He's got it again. Might have a chance. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And it'll be the Condors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Goes to the option. Touchdown, Condors! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
PAT unit on the field. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Dropping back, it's Winfield. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 3rd down play from the gun. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Reading the option, it's right. Sweet cut there. Here's a little room there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He'll keep it again on the option. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. Give him 105 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Back to throw, it's right. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Gets the back moving. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Motion from the wide receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. And it's good! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
Number 95, set to
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense, oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now the play fake. Still looking on the move. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking for a man. It's Winfield. He's taking the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Now adjusting. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Fires downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener, but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
So a disappointing start to the 2026 season for the Louisiana Raging Cajuns as they fall at home 16-10 to FCS Southeast / Lamar. They had a 10-6 lead going into the fourth quarter, but FCS Southeast scores 10 and blanks Louisiana in the fourth. Louisiana did go for it on a 4th and goal from the inches line, you could say, and they got stuffed by FCS Southeast, so that kind of cost them the game as well. But tough loss for the Cajuns here today. Let's take a look at the team stats. FCS Southeast had the edge in first downs 19-14, total offense 299 to 254, rushing yardage 213 to 130, passing yardage Louisiana did have the edge there 124 to 86. Third down conversion percentage, this killed Louisiana. FCS Southeast had the edge 71% to 36%. So that was not great for Louisiana. Turnovers, FCS Southeast actually had the only turnover. That was a fumble lost, and the time of possession battle was won by FCS Southeast by quite a bit, about 14 and a half minutes there. Looking at the player stats for Louisiana, Lunch Winfield is his name, finishes 13 of 25 for 124 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. For FCS Southeast, Earl Wright finishes 13 of 16, pretty efficient, Only 86 yards, though. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Leading rusher for FCS Southeast was Zay Diego, 19 carries for 113 yards for him. And Kevin King, on his only carry, had an 8-yard touchdown run for FCS Southeast. Louisiana was led by Lunch Winfield, the quarterback, 12 carries for 77 yards for him. Looks like the starting running back, I'm assuming, is LaMarcus Griffin Palmore, had 6 carries for 10 yards. Not great. Leading receiver for Louisiana, I guess we'll give it to Jaden Johnson, 4 catches for 34 yards and a touchdown for him. For FCS Southeast, they were led by Jarius Perkins, 3 catches for 26 yards for him. Leading blocker for FCS Southeast, it was a tie between Torrey Haley and Zion Timmons. Each had 12 pancakes. For Louisiana, they were led by Andrew Martinez with 7 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Cajuns, they were led in total tackles by Jacorian Norris with 11. Tackles for loss are led by Jake St. Andre with 2. No sacks for the Cajuns and no interceptions. For FCS Southeast, no interceptions. Montarius Taylor led the team with 1.5 sacks. There's a 3-way tie for the lead in tackles for loss with Montarius Taylor, T.T. Harris Jr., and Audric Bush each getting 2. And in total tackles, they were led by Darius Melton with 11. Kicking stats for FCS Southeast, Turner Mills was a perfect 3 of 3 on field goal attempts with a long of 49, 1 of 1 on extra point attempts. And then Louisiana's Tony Sterner made his only field goal attempt from 23 yards out, and he was 1 of 1 on extra points as well. Punting for Louisiana, Luke Doris had 3 punts for an average of 44.3 yards per punt. FCS Southeast Ty Minchie only had 1 punt for 42 yards. Kick returns for FCS Southeast, Tyrone Hickson had 3 returns for an average of 16 yards per return. And Louisiana's Omarion Brown had 1 return for 15 yards. Punt returns, none for Louisiana. And for FCS Southeast, Pace Jenkins had 2 returns for an average of 9 yards per return. Scoring summary, in the first quarter, FCS Southeast got on the board first with a 22-yard field goal from Turner Mills, and they led 3-0 after 1. Second quarter, Turner Mills kicks a 48-yard field goal for FCS Southeast, and then Louisiana gets a 22-yard field goal from Tony Sterner, and it was 6-3 FCS Southeast at halftime. Third quarter, Louisiana finally gets a touchdown as they get a 6-yard touchdown pass from Lunch Winfield to Jaden Johnson, and the Cajuns had a 10-6 lead going into the fourth quarter. But in the fourth quarter, it's all FCS Southeast. Kevin King gets an 8-yard touchdown run, and Turner Mills kicks a 33-yard field goal. That gives you your final score of FCS Southeast / Lamar 16, Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns 10. So the Cajuns starting 2026 out 0-1 with a somewhat embarrassing loss to an FCS school. Not the way you want to start your year. Headline for the Cajuns says, frustrating. Home field advantage can't make up for Louisiana's mistakes. The Ragin' Cajuns fall 16-10. And the highlighted players are Morian Eliam and Rock Johnstone. You see Louisiana was a higher rated team, but it didn't matter today as FCS Southeast gets the win. Doesn't get any easier for Louisiana as they go on the road to take on the 15th ranked USC Trojans next week. That's not going to be pretty, more than likely. Next game coming your way here in week 1 is going to be a 3:30 p.m. kickoff between FCS Midwest at New Mexico State and Las Cruces. But from Lafayette, Louisiana, the Ragin' Cajuns suffer a somewhat embarrassing loss to kick off the 2026 season as they fall 16-10 to FCS Southeast / Lamar. And we will see you next time.